Good Saturday morning, everybody. Welcome in, welcome back in, cause it's been a while, to the weekly wrap up for week 11 for the most electrifying fantasy football league you've never heard of, the I Love the Loche Fantasy Football League. And I'm here to tell you the highlights, the lowlights, and everything in between of what happened for the past 2 weeks of the I Love the Loche Fantasy Football League. Thanks for watching so far. I know you missed me. I missed all of you. The Michigan, the Maize and Blue is back again today, baby. Because just like, and here's a little spoiler for everybody, just like the U of M keeps winning and winning all the way to the Big Ten title, that's what I do. All I do is win, 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 no matter what, all the way to fantasy football glory. So, before we start with the highlights and the lowlights, let's get everybody updated in on the standings. Here's the official printout of all the standings as we have right now. So I'll take a little moment. We got a little tight race to the playoffs because there's 8 teams make the playoffs and there's no first round bye. That's right. No. We don't sleep. We don't rest. We go hard. We grind all the way to the ship. So currently in last place, tied for last place. Got some bad juju and Team Klein both at 3-8. CP LaRouge, the Cheatin' Brady's, No Pants Dance, Raider Heaven, Team Beatty, Stafford Infections, Country Roads, Take Me Mahomes, Flash Them, they all at 5 and 6. And look, we have a special guest star.
That's me.
Yep, say hi, everybody.
Hi, Daddy. Hi, Daddy.
That's my boy. That's Theodore Mateo Galina, aka future fantasy football champion as daddy. Like father, like son, guys. That's my teddy bear. And he's going to be my co-host today for a little special segment called Teddy Says. Okay, moving back to the standings. The top 4. Severe Team Sarah, PC Blue, and Severe Pounding all at 6 and 5. Jay-Z almost my team. Team Diamond all at 7 and 4. And numero uno, still the number 1 in the league. That's me, yeah boy, Matty G. With a sparkling record of 10 and 1. That's right, 10, okay, and 1 for everybody. Top number 1 in the league for record. Number 1 in points for. It's going to be the regular season champ. But does all that matter? It doesn't matter because unless you get first place in the playoffs, unless you win the championship, that's the ultimate goal. Do I like to fly fast and I'm first? Yeah. Am I celebrating? No. I'm still grinding. I'm still focused because I'm smart enough to know that anything can happen in the playoffs. It's one and done. So I'm doing my prep work ready, and I'm prepping my team for the ultimate test in the postseason, which is 15, 16, 17, 14, yeah, all of that. Okay? So, never rust, never rest. Regular season doesn't mean anything, people. Ain't that right, Patty Smoke? Now, let's move on to the champs and chumps of the past 2 weeks for the most exciting fantasy football league that you never heard of, but you love and you can't live without the I Love the Loche Fantasy Football League. And the champs, the past 2 weeks. Let's get a little zoom in here so everyone can see. A little bit closer. There we go. Week 10 started off with Marco Galina. That's right. 145.6 fantasy football points. Good God Almighty. Your team was dynamite 2 weeks ago. Everybody went off. Derrick Henry went off. He's probably going to go off this week in against Jacksonville. Teddy. can you do a better job stopping the run than Jacksonville?
Jump and run.
That's right. My son can do a better job stopping the run than the Jaguars' run defense. Now, moving on to week 11. Champ of the week. Well, looky here. I'd say it's about time, wouldn't you? That's right. Yeah, boy. Me, the host with the most, the Ayatollah of fantasy football for you, the excellence of analytical execution. I'm in the league of top dog, the champ of last week with 122.8 fantasy football points. Michael Thomas, boom, went off for me. Del Cook does what he always does. Sammy Darnold, picked him up, saw the matchups. I knew my boy Russ Wilson was on the bye, so I started him. 4 TDs. Thank you very much. Take that all day, every day, bay. So, in the end, I'm the champ. Congratulations to me. But that's it. Because all I want to be now is a champ of the most exciting fantasy football league that you've never heard of, the I Love the Loche Fantasy Football League. Now let's move on to the chumps. Week 10. Chump, even though he's in the playoff spot right now, the bed. 2 weeks ago, that's right, Diamond didn't shine so brightly then, did you, buddy? Nah, putting up a paltry 53.6 fantasy football points. Good God almighty. You know, you probably do better if you checked your lineup, but, you know, just saying. And then last week, the GOAT, and not the greatest of all time, the chump of last week, Shawnee Walker. Severe pounding. Took a severe pounding last week, only putting up 60.3 fantasy football points. Ooh, ouch. That's going to sting. By the time you step your game up, guys, because we're in the home stretch, this is the last week of the buys, and then it's go hard or go home. So you don't want to be the chumps for the next 2 weeks, because then you're gone on your way to going to the ship. All right, and now I would like to call my special guest. Daddy, come here. Come here, buddy. Come see Daddy. Hi. Come see Daddy. Daddy, I asked you a question. Okay. Daddy, is Daddy going to win this week in football?
No, just me.
Just you? Well, that's right. I probably might not win this week in football because I'm in a very rough matchup against Raider Heaven. It's going to be neck and neck, guys, and that's okay because I don't sweat. I'm sorry, I never sweat. I never panic. I just do what I do, and I'm still going to trust the process. So I'm going to try a couple things this week in my matchup, but this is the talking trash. I'm going to remain confident. I'm going to trust my guys. I'm going to trust Russell Wilson. And yeah, I got Del Cook on a bye. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, Kelsey on a bye. Raider Heaven. Raiders going against the Jets. So I could play Sammy Darnold. I could play Russell Wilson. Russ all day. Against the Eagles D, I don't care. I do not care. That Sammy Darnold has an easier matchup. I'm sticking with my boy this week. I'm sticking with the ones that have the better skill, the better talent. And you know, it might cost me this week, but that's okay. I'm gonna lose. If I lose, I'm not gonna lose the lesson. But between you and me, I'm not gonna lose. Okay. Let's keep it a secret, okay? Let James have a little bit of hope at beating me this year. Okay. All right. So thank you everybody for tuning in to the weekly wrap up of Week 12. For the most exciting football league that you've never heard of, the I Love the Loche Fantasy Football League. That's right, Teddy says bye-bye. And by the way, I meant that. I meant Week 11, my bad. That was Week 11. Let's move on to Week 12 this week. Last week of the bye weeks, like I said. Enjoy Patriots, Cowboys. How about them Cowboys on Sunday? That's going to be a fun one. Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers in the Bay Area. Bay. Hey, I'm a Packers fan. I got the 49ers D. Who am I going to cheer for? Well, I'll show you a video with me and my cheese head on, and then you'll get your answer right there. And then the Monday Nighter, Baltimore heading west against the Rams. Lamar, who's going to be drafted out top 3 next year, probably. Definitely number 1 in our league. It's going to be showtime down at the Coliseum, and that's going to be a fun one to see. But until then, we'll come back at you when we can. I know you missed me, and I missed all of you. Until then, guys, get the flags out the field.